Yo guys, welcome back to another episode. I always do it. Anyway guys, welcome to another video of Danmachi Memoria Freese, and today we're going to give you some tips on how to prepare for the upcoming winter event. So get comfortable and let's get straight into the video. Yes guys, as you've seen, tip number one is having Iris. Now as you can see, I only have 2600 Iris right now, but if you weren't aware, currently there is a campaign going on where all stamina is halved. Like the stamina cost is halved. It says right there, stamina half for eyes episode normal. You know, basically all stamina is halved at the minute. So considering, sorry, I hit the microphone, I'm stupid, I know. Considering how young the server is, I mean, I grind this game daily, so if I'm not finished all of the storyline, you know, then I guarantee you guys, or at least a lot of you guys, still haven't. So make sure that you do have at least 4K Iris stockpiled. I say 4K because they're usually 10-step banners, and 4K over 10 steps is what you're going to do if you need to do all multis. Hopefully you're lucky enough and you don't have to do every multi on the banner, but 4K, just to be safe, that's my tip. Yep. The next tip, sorry guys, is to stockpile your stamina. Now, you may not grind it as much as I do, but I know for a fact that it is easy enough for you guys to just log in the morning and get this additional 100 stamina a day. It's bonus stamina, so it will always stack on top of your original stamina anyway, even if you're at capacity. So you don't even have to spend it that day. You can do the same thing the next day, and because it's bonus stamina, it will stack constantly, right? Also, you should be stockpiling your consumable potato snacks and other items to give you stamina. All of this is in preparation of the story event that will be coming. It will bring its own welfare character, bring its own free-to-play character, as well as its own event shop and its own gacha. So you will be needing to grind a lot of stamina out of it, and I know for a fact there are a lot of people complaining, a lot of new players complaining that they run out of stamina too quickly. Right here, that's just 2 ways to stockpile additional bonus stamina. This isn't even including the daily time limited quests. Right here, yes, you may have all noticed we have the daily familiar rush quest on at the minute, even though we don't have familiar rush. That's an error on their part, but it's a perfect example. Currently there is one for the Argonaut event. If you do the Argonaut event, I think once you get a potato snack, but if you do up to 5, there's a daily for doing up to 5 times. So do 5 Argonaut runs to get the dailies out of the way. But yeah, that is 3 ways for you to get free bonus stamina. The 4th way, which I'm going to show you right now, which I know not all of you will be able to get, but I recommend it as it's great value for money, is this lunchbox. Now, I don't know if they're aware, but I've been getting this twice a day instead of once a day since the first day that I got it. I hope they don't find out, because, you know, yay, you know, free Iris and free stamina. But if you are old enough to purchase this, I do recommend it. I don't recommend flat out just buying Iris. This itself is amazing value for money, and I bought it literally the first day of the game, first day I could. So yes guys, this tip, stockpile your stamina. Yes guys, I'm pretty sure we are now on tip number 3, and tip number 3 is to stockpile hero FALNA. Now, you pretty much should know by now, if you've been grinding the game consistently, is that the last level, the hardest difficulty on the last level of the current event, will drop hero FALNA. So yes, boss 225 on very hard will drop hero FALNA. I'm not sure if it drops hero FALNA for all difficulties, but if you want to be, you know, be safe instead of sorry, I'd stick to very hard. It's not a difficult boss, this one, not compared to the actual legendary war attack, which, eesh, let's not go into that one. Yes, so that's one way you can stockpile hero FALNA. Another way is, if you have got to round 15 and you got your rainbow ticket out of the way, after that, round 16, it just repeats the same thing. You have a 0.5% chance to drop hero FALNA. from this gacha. It's not a very reliable way to get Hero FALNA, but if you are grinding the event still, or doing the event 5 times to get the dailies out of the way, you should at least still have some stock to do this gacha. So it's not going to kill you, and it's definitely worth it. Other ways of gathering Hero FALNA are doing the interactive quest stories. I'm not going to show you where they are now. There's an interact button. Do the quests or the stories for like per character. A lot of them have Hero FALNA as drops. You can get Hero FALNA for CP level up rewards as well, but definitely stockpile Hero FALNA, because obviously we're going to be getting a new banner and a new welfare unit, and you're going to need Hero FALNA for the ones that you want to max limit break. Yes guys, tip number 4 is to have your team prepared. Now, we don't know, we can only speculate what the event story is going to bring. We don't know what the final boss is going to be. We don't know what the event's going to be like. So, better to be safe than to be sorry. Again, that's going to be the phrase of the video. Make sure you've got at least one healer, one support, and some defensive assists. You can see the one of the Ariadne on the screen right now, specifically because she's a perfect assist to cover your butt against magic enemies, as well as status ailments. The physical Ariadne would be the other side of the coin for that. If the final boss is a physical boss, bring the other Ariadne. If it's a magical boss, this one is perfect. This is just a demo and an example, if you will, of assists that you should have prepared. Make sure you've got your physical and your magical defense covered. Have a healer, have a support. I'm not saying make it entirely defensive, but just make sure that you can survive the final stage of the boss. Now, I will be covering the story event when it comes out. I'll be covering the welfare unit that drops with it. I'm just saying right now, have a team in order. Get a balanced team comp, 2 attackers, 2 supports, and whatever 2 following backline subs that you want to bring. Maybe have 2 more supports. It's your choice really, but your main front line, you want 2 attackers and 2 supports. That's just the way I go with it. So 1 healer, 1 full support adventurer, and then I have at least 2 defensive assists, and then my 2 attackers. My subs are 1 extra support and 1 follow-up attacker. But yes, this is just an example for you guys. You don't have to follow my example. It's just make sure you've got a team ready to cover all eventualities. Yes guys, you read it right. The final tip for the video is time management. Now, I'm aware that not everyone has as much time as I do to grind the game. So what I'm going to do is let you guys know what I do with my stamina on days that I don't have time to grind as much as I would like or usually do. So what I usually do is in the morning or early afternoon, if you will, I will log in and I will grab my daily 100 bonus stamina. At the same time, I'll usually get the 100 bonus stamina from the lunchbox that I purchased. Obviously, my stamina will already be full because, well, you can't play while you sleep, you know? I mean, I would if I could, but I can't, so... So what I usually do is I will spend all of that, either on the way to work, on the way to, you know, you can do that on the way to work, you know, dropping your kids off at school. Well, probably not dropping your kids off to school, because let's be honest, that's a bit of a nightmare anyway. But you know, after you drop your kids off from school, wherever you go in next, you know, it takes me about 10 minutes to run through all of that stamina. I basically quickly just check what I'm in need of, whether it be Valis, FALNA, or Exalia books, and I will spend all of the stamina on what I need, either all on one thing or all on a bit of each. If it's FALNA, I usually skip that because, you know, you'll probably need more than one type of FALNA. And so what I do for FALNA is I pick one day in the week where I spend all of my stamina just on FALNA, so I'm, you know, up to date and ahead of everything I need. But so what I do is on a daily, I try to keep track of my Valis, Exalia books, and sometimes crafting materials, which only cost 1 stamina, so that's not really that important. But Valis and Exalia books, it costs a hefty amount of stamina to do those, so yeah, plus there's only 1 of them, so it makes more sense in the morning. If you've got like 400 stamina like I usually end up getting, or 300, whatever, I spend half of it on getting Valis, half of it on getting Exalia books. and then I'll just log off until the afternoon, or when I have time, or when I get a notification say my stamina's full. If I have time, I'll come back and I'll do some story missions, or I'll spend all of that stamina on the current event. You know, it's about when you have the time and what you're doing with it. You can divide it however you want, you know, maybe just do one thing per day, like one day do FALNA, one day do Valis, one day do Exalia books. You'll never ever use all of your stamina for crafting materials, because it only costs 1 stamina per run. But then, you know, or another day doing the event quest. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to do it exactly like I do. Just be aware of the time you have and the materials that you need. And that being said, I hope this has helped you guys. Be sure to let me know if this has helped you at all. Get in touch with me on Twitter, Discord, you name it. I'm happy to help, happy to listen, happy to communicate with you guys however you need. So guys, make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't, make sure to follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description. If you want to join my community, the link to my Discord will be in the description. And as always guys, I'll catch you later.